Agicap has increased our financial income by 20% for two reasons: short-term investments fully allowed by Agicap and lower safety margin on middle and long-term investments. My name is Quentin Millet. I'm VP of Accounting and Tax at Agicap, and I'm in charge of every accounting, tax and corporate treasury topic for the group. The interest rates increase over the last months are totally game changer for us. 2 years ago, we were in a negative or low rate environment, and now every corporate treasurer can really contribute to the cash generation for its company. If I remember 1 year ago, we had absolutely no short-term investment strategy at Agicap, and it was not an issue to have like 4, 5, 6 million euros sleeping on the accounts. Today, the ratio between cash invested and not invested has become one of my top 3 KPIs as a corporate treasurer. And the goal is to maintain the cash not invested below 1 million euro at all time. At Agicap, first, we have identified our different cash patterns and associated timescale. And we have identified 2 of them, a short-term one and a middle and long-term one. The short-term pattern at Agicap is about 1 month long, with steady cash in all over the month and about 60% of cash out in the last 5 days in the month, mainly with salaries. So here the goal is to identify investment opportunities from 3 days to 3 weeks, and we have this identification every day based on the bank balance and the expected transactions. Agicap helps me a lot to improve the return on cash held. First, my daily cockpit is the new short-term cash management view that combines reliable, centralized and up-to-date bank account balance and expected transaction for every account for the coming days. For this, we use Agicap Payment, where every supplier invoice will generate an expected transaction at the right date. We also use the debt management feature, as we have a dozen lines of banking debt, which gives us the expected interest payment and capital repayment. And finally, every other expected transaction have been uploaded with an Excel file in Agicap based on our operating forecast. The short-term investments generates about 70k euro interest per year, and this is 100% allowed by Agicap. As without the tool, it would be way too time-consuming to check every day the bank balance and the investment opportunities. As every company has short-term cash excess, the cash generated from those investment activities would already cover the Agicap subscription cost. The middle-long-term pattern at Agicap is based on the group's business plan and its cash declination. So here we have a 12 months perspective, as we are operating in a dynamic and changing environment. And the target here is to identify investment opportunities at typically 3, 6, 9, 12 months term long. For the middle and long-term perspective, we use the cash flow plan view, which gives us the expected consolidated cash level for each month on a 1-year perspective. So this is based on Agicap's business plan and its cash declination. If we only had a P&L business plan, we could have used the Agicap feature P&L to cash in order to convert it. This view allows us to take the right decisions for new investments in terms of amount and time scale, and also to monitor our existing investments. For example, if a gap appears between the business plan and the effective cash flows. On a middle and long-term perspective, Agicap allows us to generate about 15% more interest thanks to lower safety margins that are allowed by the updated and consolidated view over the cash forecast. For me, the killer feature is the new short-term cash management page, which allows me with 10 minutes a day to identify daily investment opportunities and proceed to internal bank transfers between my accounts. To sum up, Agicap has increased our financial income by 20% for 2 reasons: short-term investments fully allowed by Agicap and lower safety margin on middle and long-term investments.